Welcome to Jerry Springer Show. I'm Jerry Springer. On today's show, we have two very special guests, with the former Queen of England, Elizabeth, and the Duchess of York. These two women are here to discuss recent tragedies that have devastated their lives. So, ladies, do you mind filling us in on what's going on over here?
My poor babies were murdered. They were so innocent.
I've gone crazy with all of these miseries. I've gone tired of grieving. Oh, my son, why are you dead?
Oh God, why aren't you doing anything to help us?
This is terrible. It's a shame that someone like me, who should have died so long ago, lives through this. I'll be sure to die here on the land that so unlawfully allowed innocent blood to spill upon it.
Oh, I would rather die than go through this. No one's suffering is as great as ours.
Well, it seems that someone else has some words to say in this dispute. Coming to the stage now is Queen Margaret. Margaret, come on down. Yay! Jerry!
Your suffering is nothing compared to mine. I have dealt with these miseries far longer than anyone else here. I had an Edward till a Richard killed him, and I had a Henry until Richard killed him too. You, on the other hand, had an Edward till a Richard killed him, and you had a Richard York till Richard killed him. Now we're even.
Margaret, why don't you ever come have a seat?
All right.
Yeah! Don't take enjoyment in my suffering. With God as my witness, I never did the same to you.
Don't get me wrong, I still want revenge, and I plan to take it. Your Edward who killed my Edward is dead, along with your grandsons, Edward and York, to make up for the truly great loss of my son. And your Clarence, another guilty in the murder of my Edward, is also dead. In the audience to these deeds, Hastings, Rivers, Vaughan, and Grey also lie dead. Richard, the devil himself, lives only to increase these murders and increase your suffering. Pray to God that he ends my life before he ends the life of Richard, because when he dies, all hell will break loose.
You saw this coming all along, but now I need your help in cursing that son of a...
You know, I used to think you were the farthest thing from a queen. A lesser version of a queen I was, set up only to fail. I was right all along. Your husband is dead, your brothers are dead, and your sons are dead. And your happiness is dead with them. You miserable widow, a fairy of a queen with no followers, no subjects, now begging for help from others, no longer mocking me. It's all that's left of you now is a miserable, worthless woman with memories of her happiness haunting her now. Now you see the grief of a queen, and I'll give it all to you. Goodbye, sad queen. I'll go to France and laugh at your tragedy.
Please stay a while and teach me how to curse.
You know what, Margaret? Actually, stay a while. That's actually a good idea. Why don't you give her some advice?
All right. I'll shed some light on the subject. Don't sleep. Don't eat. Compare your sufferings now with all of your losses. Imagine your children better than they really were. Imagine the murderer of your children even more terrible and frightening than he is. Think this way for days, and cursing won't be a problem.
My words just aren't harsh enough. Please use yours to make them worse.
Just use your pain. And trust me, your words will pierce like mine.
You know what, Margaret? It's been a pleasure to have you on the show. How do we get a quick round of applause for that?
Go back in the closet.
Thank you, Margaret.
What can words do to respond to death?
Words are a waste of breath, like a lawyer arguing for a guilty client, like inheriting the wealth of a homeless man, or when a terrible speaker, like that wretched Brian Hooley, won't quit a speech. But words may be able to make us feel just a little bit better, if nothing else.
Very interesting.
Then speak out if that's true. Let's kill my son like he killed both of ours, but with our words.
Speaking of that, we have a special guest today. Now let's formally welcome the most gentle, kind-hearted king England has ever seen. Let's welcome King Richard!
My subjects.
You mean he's here?
Welcome, Richard.
Who comes at me?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it seems like there's some tension between the three of you guys.
I don't think so.
Of course with me. I, the one woman, who by suffocating you in my womb, could have prevented this terrible murderer from coming to this earth.
The forehead you cover with a crown should be branded with the names of everyone you murdered. For all to see, my brothers, my sons, tell me, you scum, where are the princes?
Yeah, beep! Where is my son Clarence? And his son, little Ned?
Where are Hastings, Rivers, Vaughn, and Gray?
He's getting a little heated over here.
Someone, please drown out the sound of these crazy women. Don't let the ears of someone as high as me have to deal with such abuse. Either you shut up, or the sound of war will drown out your noise.
Are you really my son?
Yes, and I thank God, my father, and yourself for that.
Then sit and listen to what I have to say.
Mother, you know that I can't stand being spoken to like that.
Just shut up and let me speak.
Oh, be my guest, but I'm not listening.
Don't worry, I'll be kind.
And quick, please. I'm in a rush.
Really that impatient, Richard? God knows I waited long in your labor.
I arrived finally to
Some
comfort
good
you.
TV right now.
Oh God, no. You know you came here to make my life a living hell. Giving birth to you was excruciating. As a baby, you were whiny and annoying. You were wild and troublesome in school. As a young man, you were daring and bold. And now, you're a murderer, and have come to speak to me about having some sort of comfort? When have you ever brought me comfort?
Well, fine then. If I'm such a disgrace, let me walk and hear nothing of it. Leave me
No,
peace.
whoa.
You stay and listen.
No, you're too angry.
Listen just once, Richard, because I'm never going to speak to you again.
So...
Either you die before this battle ends, or I will die from all this pain and grief, and I will never have to see you again. I hope my curse tires you more than any heavy armor could, and I hope that the ghosts of all those that have murdered you haunt you before you battle, and whisper cries of victory into the ears of your opponent. Your death will match the violence in which you lived. It will be bloody and shameful.
That's a mouthful.
Well, I do not have the time or energy to curse like that, but amen, sister.
You know what, Elizabeth? I need to have a talk with you here.
Let's just hold on for a second. We're just going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned to see what happens next.
Duchess out!
Hi, my name is Kevin Andrew. Every year in the United States, millions of children go unloved and unhugged. Much like Brian Hooley here. That's why I've started the organization Hugs for Hooley, or HFW. For just pennies a day, your donations could go to getting these children, who have never felt the warm embrace of another human being, the warm comfort they deserve. Please, call the number at the bottom of your screen today, and help these kids who so desperately crave your love and attention.
Yes. It's a valid point, I guess.
And welcome back to the Jerry Springer Show. I'm here with King Richard and Queen Elizabeth, and for just letting everyone know, do you mind telling us what's going on between you two?
Well, the problem here, Jerry, is that I don't have any more sons for him to murder. And I don't even want to think about my daughters becoming queens like me.
But a daughter is a smoking hot one, if I do say so myself there, Jerry.
Oh, so you're gonna kill her too? She's a bastard and doesn't need to die.
Don't start with me, girl. We both know she's Eddie's kid. Plus, what protection would she have if she's not royal? Who would protect a bastard woman?
She'd be safer with me.
No, I assure you, I'll keep her as safe as she could ever be.
Oh, just like you did with my sons? You're supposed to be their Lord Protector. And you had them murdered. Real safe.
Oh, you know, I think they're just born unlucky.
Luck has nothing to do with. They have an evil, power-hungry bastard like you as an uncle.
No, really, you just can't escape your fate. Like it's all you gotta
Well,
do.
yeah, but their fate was controlled by you because you went against God. If God had controlled their fate like he was supposed to, they would have died a more enjoyable death. Instead, God gave you an impure life in which you felt the need to corrupt my little babies.
Oh, what? You think I killed them? You think I killed your sons?
Go.
Yes! Yes!
Yes. You may have not been the one who stabbed them, but you are the one that gave the knife to the killer. But we're not going to talk about my boys anymore until I personally have my revenge on you.
Back, you
Whoa,
foul
whoa, whoa,
beast!
whoa. Let's get back to where we were. Put the cane down. Security! Brackenbury, where are you? Brackenbury. Oh my god. This is not good. This is...
It's a good thing I have this deformed heart.
Brackenbury, what are you doing? No. Just Just stay.
Are you
Hey,
done?
Hey,
Are you done?
hey.
Wow, someone really hit me in the face.
Sit down. Sit
All
down.
right.
Sit down.
Brackenberry, I'm sorry for that. Okay, all right, we're good. All right.
Stop. Now. What are you doing?
Jerry.
After that little Shrey Shah, should I get back to things? Brackenberry, can you bring some water, please? Come on.
You have a heavy flow.
Can't believe you two. This is just. And we're back after that little what? You don't even need this.
My leg!
Oh, what the hell? Can we just go back to what we're talking about?
All
Go.
right. I think I was leaving off here. So what's basically going to happen here is I'm going to do as best as I can in this battle, and you know what? Your family is going to benefit from it.
What good could anyone, especially you, do for me and my family?
Well, you know what? I don't really care about your family so much, but your daughter, she'll benefit.
Oh, advancement to a stage to have her executed sounds like a great benefit.
No, you don't understand. She's gonna be bigger than anyone. She's gonna be the best. She's gonna be powerful. She's gonna be like a queen.
Yeah? And what will she be?
Well, if you forget the things I've done wrong to you, I will give her everything I own, including myself.
Explain, because I don't know how this is supposed. I don't know this supposed kind side of you.
Well, believe me when I say that I love your daughter.
Oh yeah, I believe you.
You do?
How can you love my daughter when you say you loved your brothers, but you killed them both too?
Don't think I'm lying. I love your daughter. Like, I really love your daughter. And I would, love to make her Queen of England, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, and who will be her king?
The one who made her queen, of course. Who else?
You?
Yes,
Ha!
of course. Who else would it be?
And how do you expect to get her?
That's why I'm talking to you. You know her the best.
And are you gonna listen to me?
With all my heart.
You want her? Fine. Make her a list of everyone in her family you killed, like her brothers, uncles, and cousins, for example, and see what she says.
That's not how you do it, stupid. Just tell me the real way.
There isn't a way, you incestuous pervert.
What if I say everything I do for her is in love?
She still won't want it because you murdered for it.
Now, what's done is done. You know what? I'll agree, sometimes I act without thinking, but I can make it up to you. I'll put your daughter on the throne to make up for taking it from your sons. And you know what? I'll just replace those sons with sons I'll make with your daughter. It's like the same thing. They'll be your grandchildren. It's really no different. You know, you don't even have to do the labor. They'll comfort you when you're feeling down. So just, you know what? It's the best I can do, so deal with it. You know, I can even bring Dorset home and restore his nobility. See, now you have all your happiness restored with me as the king, like a son to you. See, we have so much happiness to look forward to, way up on the horizon. Just go to Elizabeth, get her ready for me to marry her. Tell her how happy she'll be as queen, and tell her how, when I come back from handing Buckingham his ass, I'm be taking her to the bed of a champion.
How do I tell her that her brother wants to marry her? Or should I tell her that you're her uncle? How about the murderer of her brothers? Any better ideas that'll satisfy God, the law, my honor, and her feelings?
Tell her that if she doesn't marry me, all of England will go to war.
So for that piece, I have to sacrifice my daughter to you?
Just tell her how great she'll be as queen.
Oh, just so I can watch her become worthless like I did?
You know what? Just say I love her forever.
Yeah, and how long's forever?
Until her beauty lasts.
And how long will that last?
But I hope till heaven and earth say so.
Or until Helen and Richard want it to.
Just say I'll be your slave.
Yeah, and you, her master?
Master, yes, master.
She hates a king like you.
Be kind on my behalf.
Stop beating around the bush.
Just simply tell her my loving story.
Oh, simply tell her your lie, you mean?
You're so uptight.
My reasoning is deep and permanent as death, and they're buried as deep as my sons are.
Just don't dwell on the past.
I'll dwell on it until I die.
Now, by St. George, my knighthood and my crown,
The first you said in vain, the second dishonored, and the third you stole.
I swear.
By nothing. There is no oath. St. George lost his holiness once you swore on him. You've ruined the emblem of knighthood, and the crown lost its kingly glory once you stole it. If you want me to believe something you'll swear to, then swear by something that you haven't ruined.
Okay. I swear by myself.
You've misused yourself.
Then by the world.
The world is full of your ugly wrongness.
And by my father's death.
Your life dishonored his
Then
death.
by God!
You betrayed God most of all. If you never broke your oath with him, everything will be fine right now.
By the future.
You've already ruined the futures of so many by your actions of the past.
Please accept these intentions as sincere. If I betray you or your daughter, let me find nothing but darkness and misery. Our prosperity as well as England's depends on my marriage to your young daughter Elizabeth. Please, talk to her for me. Remind her that I have abandoned my evil ways.
No, how does that make you?
Jerry, shut up. Go fall asleep on my hump.
Should I allow this devil to persuade me?
Please, I just want you to do good.
You want me to just forget all that you've done to me?
It's best to let go of your memories. All they do is cause you more pain.
You still murdered my children.
But I will provide you and your daughter with another king to comfort you.
Should I really convince my daughter to do this now?
Yes, and let this deed bring you happiness.
I'll do it and let you know what she says soon.
Be sure to give her a kiss from me. Peace, homie.
Thank you. Have a round of applause for Queen Elizabeth.
Bye.
And that's our show for tonight. So just so Brackenberg. It seems that we have a special message for you, Richard, courtesy of Skype, and it's Buckingham.
Oh, Buckingham. Oh, what could he have to say?
Well, let's do we have this live now? Just try look at the screen.
Let's go live on the screen now.
And Buckingham, to my understanding, you have a list of things you'd like to say to King Richard here.
Buckingham.
Yes. Number one. I hate you.
Fair enough.
Oh,
fair enough.
okay. Do you have another one?
Number two. The friendship is over.
Yikes. Jeez. Anything else?
Number three. Don't ever call me again.
I don't even know what a phone call is.
What are you talking about?
Number four. Forget you ever met me.
Alright, done.
Lillian, what?
Number five. When problems arise, don't think to contact me.
Yeah, I probably would.
How many does he have?
I guess I deserve that one.
Number six. The only time you will see me is when I'm coming to pick up or drop off my son.
Wait, what? First of all, do you even have a son, and why would he be staying with me?
And number seven. I'm never helping you with your car again.
Yeah, thank you, Buckingham. And that's today's show. From King Richard and I, we bid you a farewell.
Thank you very much.
Get the hell out of here.